There's no better time to go for a huge score than during BetMGM's March matchups. And right now, you can make sure your first bet is a slam dunk. Simply download the BetMGM app and place a $10 moneyline wager on any college basketball tournament game. If any team hits a three-pointer during the tournament, you'll win $200 in free bets, regardless of your wager's outcome. Just use bonus code CHAMPION200 when you make your first bet. And the opportunities for celebration don't stop after the net is cut down. Try BetMGM's innovative parlay selection features, boosted odds specials, daily promotions, and more on all your favorite sports. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code CHAMPION200 when you sign up. Then place a moneyline bet during BetMGM's March matchups, and you'll win $200 in free bets if any team hits a three during the college tournament. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Washington, D.C. and Virginia only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, good morning. 194 Playhouse in the morning. When you need somebody just to weigh in on something you're dealing with, that's when we do Playhouse Group Therapy. And today, doing Playhouse Group Therapy with us is Rachel. Why don't you kind of run through the situation with your ex, and we'll kind of see it. 237 hits text 35270 if people would do it or not. Hi.
So my ex-husband and I are no longer together, and we've been divorced about 2 years now. Currently, neither one of us are in a relationship with someone else. So he recently suggested that we should take both of our two children together on a family vacation.
Okay, so do you feel like that would be weird for you? Is that the point of this?
I mean, I don't really know. Like, I think it would be nice because we haven't done anything like that in a few years. But our kids are 9 and 12. So I just don't want to give them, like, this false hope and think we're getting back together or anything like that.
Did you mention where you guys were thinking of going or no?
I don't really know. My ex said as long as there's, like, a beach, he's happy. And he actually said he'd pay for the kids as long as I paid my own way. And, of course, we'd have separate rooms and everything. But it just feels like it might be a bad situation. I kind of just want to know, like, is it possible to go on vacation with an ex like that and, you know, have other people gone? Like, would they go?
Okay, got it. I think we got all the bullet points we need. We'll kind of dive into it here, Rachel. Appreciate it. So 237-ITS. That's how you call us, or you text 35270. Here's the bullet points. Rachel and her ex-husband, they've been divorced for 2 years. They are each single, if that matters to you, and they had two kids, ages 9 and 12, who would have been 7 and 10 when their parents divorced. He's thinking they take them on some sort of beach nice vacation together as a family vacation. You got mom, you got dad, you got the kids, but mom and dad aren't married anymore or together and don't sound like they want to be, as far as I heard anyway. But she is concerned that that might send them the wrong idea. Super nice way to go. Grand championship. Co-parenting or bad idea is the question.
I think it is kind of good if you can co-parent like that. Both of you can get along. However, I don't know if you say something to the kids like, we're going to take a vacation. How would you feel if dad came along? And like, do you say, this isn't us getting back together? Do you say it?
Do you have to acknowledge that that's not what's happening? I guess I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Because, yeah, I see where she's coming from. You don't want to get their hopes up. Like, oh, mom and dad are getting back together. They're taking us on a trip together. This is it.
Oh, we did forget an important bullet point, and they will have separate rooms. She would not be staying in the same place as he is.
No, yeah, that is for sure good. Maybe you just sit the kids down and you ask, say, hey, you know, I want to take you guys on a trip. What would you feel if dad came along too? So just that we can all spend time together and enjoy a vacation.
Well, it sounds like she was the tag along.
Oh, well, dad wants to take you on a trip. How would you guys feel if I came along with you?
Because it literally sounded like he was like, we're going to do this. I want to go to a beach, but you got to pay your own way. Isn't that?
Yeah.
I felt like it was worded funny.
Okay, so she's the one that's tagging along. You can ask, how would you feel if I joined you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, not that the kids care who pays for what. They just care that the four of them are going somewhere. Are you seeing some text right away?
Somebody said as long as you don't fight and you can make it an enjoyable experience for the kids, I say go. Somebody else said do it. Together, my ex and I went on vacation with our daughter every year. My parents are divorced for the last 20 years or more, and they go on vacation with us all the time. It's wonderful. Somebody else, though, did say, sounds like it's way too confusing for the kids, no matter how old they are. Sounds like a terrible idea.
Really, really good co-parenting or really, really bad idea? Again, Rachel and he have been divorced for 2 years. They're each single. Kids are 9 and 12, and they were thinking about going on a family vacation. Does it send all the wrong messages, or is it a really great idea? 237, it's for the Playhouse.
Good morning.
They wake me up.
I like the morning show.
I can wake up laughing.
The Y94 Morning Playhouse.
Of that fantasy.
Hey, good morning. Y94 Playhouse in the morning in the middle of group therapy for Playhouse family member Rachel, who had this to say. Here's a quick 30-second recap.
So my ex-husband and I are no longer together, and we've been divorced about 2 years now. Currently, neither one of us are in a relationship with someone else. So he recently suggested that we should take both of our 2 children together on a family vacation, but our kids are 9 and 12. So I just don't want to give them like this false hope and think we're getting back together or anything like that.
Do you think that that's just really good co-parenting for them to, as ex-husband and wife, take their kids together on a vacation like that? Or is that going to send the wrong message? What do you get in Amy K?
Somebody said, yes, I think you do clarify the relationship if this is something new. If you're able to do this and be able to communicate, the kids will be able to learn how a healthy relationship works. It should be about what's best for the kids anyway. Somebody else said, great idea if you can keep your relationship issues in the past and just focus on the kids. Somebody said, my ex and I can barely function as co-parents over text messages. For me, this sounds like a nightmare. And somebody else said, you got a divorce for a reason, not to be a family. Why now do you want to spend time together? It will not be enjoyable for anybody involved.
Do you think that's a super great idea or not so much? You like the idea or are you kind of against it?
I actually think it's a good idea. We had a great co-parenting, but unfortunately it turned hostile. And now my oldest child was laughing at my youngest because I fell asleep and didn't answer, and she laughed if something happened. So I think it should be civil and respectful.
Okay, so, oh gosh, well, sorry about what you sound like you're going through, but you really like the idea of them being able to have this good co-parenting situation from the sounds of it. And a lot of people are saying, I mean, if you guys can be mature about it and not have problems with each other, I don't know, by all means, it's not a bad idea.
Most people are saying if you think it will be good for the kids, definitely do it. Just focus on the kids. Somebody else said, I'm doing this with my ex-husband. We have been planning it next year. We plan on taking the kids to Disney. We have sat them down and said just because we're going together does not mean we are getting back together. We just want to create family memories.
And let's slide over here. Y9040 here's okay?
I do.
What are you thinking about this? Do you think that's a good idea, bad idea?
Co-parenting is phenomenal, but it is a terrible idea.
You think it could be pretty volatile potentially or what?
I think it's going to give the kids false hope, regardless of what you tell them. Kids are very, can't think of the word right now, but it's just going to give them false hope, regardless of how you explain it to them.
So maybe do the vacation separate would be your advice.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Co-parenting is awesome, but it needs to go as far as if they have a sports game, go to that together. If they have, all that, that's great, but don't do all the rest.
Maybe not Florida.
No.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. And anything else coming in, Amy K?
Somebody said, I think this is a really great idea, especially if you two can get along. The fact that you both are even considering this makes it sound like you guys are communicating well. You could have fun and just have a great weekend with your family.
I think it's, honestly, it's such a couple by couple thing, the kind of relationship you actually have with your ex. And like why you guys ended in the first place and how well you get along currently as co-parents. It's impossible to say because everybody that's answering is thinking about like their
situation,
ex, right?
Yeah.
And so it's impossible to say because every situation is different. There are exes that are pretty good friends and almost feel closer after they're not together anymore because the only thing that was wrong with their relationship is that they were in a relationship romantically, and then they get along so much better as just acquaintances or friends or co-parents or whatever. And then there's people that literally think each other are the scum of the universe and still bicker. And if you guys do any of that bickering and kind of fighting kind of thing, behind the scenes even that the kids have no idea exists, to go on vacation together wouldn't be very fun. So it really just depends on you guys.
And it seems like their relationship, it's not bad that they're able to co-parent. So I think, if you guys think it's a good idea. You think the kids are going to have fun. I say go for it. Somebody said this is what adults do. You put your kids first. Great job for you guys recognizing what's best for the kids, and for you guys to have a relationship like this. Your kids will definitely benefit from it.
It's a nice concept if you can pull it off of, you both getting to experience them on a vacation and in that environment, so they can have the memories with both of you.
Not like one parent trying to one-up the other. Oh, he's taking you to Disney? Well, I'm taking you somewhere else.
And there's probably a limited window of time where you guys can pull this off, right? Because eventually one or both of you is going to get into those new relationships, and that's going to get harder to swing. And
the kids are going to get older. I think go for it. Definitely do it. And then you already even said you're going to be staying in separate rooms, so that will be you'll be able to have your own personal space, so you can go back and relax a little bit if it's too much for each of you.
You know better than any of us, Rachel, if you have a relationship with this guy where you could pull that off. We do appreciate getting a glimpse into your life, though. Am I?